Hey, so I just got back from seeing Zombieland Double Tap, and I really liked it. I'm not sure if I like it as much as the first one, but it's definitely a close call. Uh, why start with? Well, I guess to start, I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, comedy pretty much varies from person to person, so what you think of it depends on the person. Whether or not this will be a spoiler review, I don't know. I mean, this one I could very easily go into spoilers and tell you which twists I saw coming and which ones I didn't. Uh, or I could just tell you the ones. Or I could just tell you that some of them I saw coming, some of them I didn't. Uh, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, you're probably not seeing Zombieland for the twists, but you might be curious which ones specifically. Okay, at the very end of the review, I will go into spoilers because I'm sure some people are curious. But for now, this is spoiler free. So the comedy is really good. The dynamic between all the characters is still fun. The action is still fun. It still feels like, I don't know, it doesn't feel as good as the first one. I don't know why. It just feels like something's missing, is all. I don't know if it's the 10-year gap, but it just. I don't know. I got the same feeling from the trailers. So it's like you keep waiting for it to become bad, but it just doesn't. But I keep feeling that weight on it, like I shouldn't be enjoying it. You know that feeling. But that being said, I still did enjoy it. Like I said, the action and the comedy are good, which for an action comedy isn't that really all you need. The ways that the characters were developed were fun. I really liked the new additions to the cast. They were fun. Uh, there isn't really much else to talk about. Yeah, some things surprised me plot wise, some things didn't. Yeah, I I think I'll just head into the spoiler review now. So if you have not seen Zombieland Double Tap, I would recommend not finishing out the video. So let's start at the very beginning of the movie. I got very badly startled at the opening logos when the zombie attacked the Columbia lady, and I thought it was someone in the theater sneezing originally, and so had the person next to me, because the sound quality was too good. Uh, so yeah, that was a wonderful little surprise at the beginning. Hang on towards the twist for like the middle portion of the spoiler review. Uh, I saw it coming that Jesse Eisenberg would not actually kill what's her name, and that she'd somehow survive, though I wasn't sure how, just because of the way that they set it up and the way that they cut away from her in the scene. It made it too apparent. It pulled Cabin in the Woods, which, even though I hadn't seen the Cabin in the Woods technique when I was watching Cabin in the Woods, I could still tell because you never cut away from a murder for no apparent reason, unless to stay, unless to have the surprise layer of the character popping up alive. So that's an obvious trick that you know that they're gonna pull later. The one that I didn't see coming, however, was when the movie pulled the Deadpool 2, which same writers and the new additions were quickly killed off apart from Rosario Dawson. That was interesting. I saw that coming for Deadpool 2, just because the early audience reactions was like, you'll not guess what happens with those people. So you're like, oh, okay, so I'm guessing this happened. So then that happened in that movie. But there's not a spoiler review of Deadpool 2, so I won't tell you what happens in Deadpool 2. So, uh, yeah, that's about it. Towards the end, I thought Woody Harrelson might die, but I wasn't quite sure. I had a feeling that like someone was gonna die in the movie since no one really died in Zombieland, whether it would be one of the new recruits or one of the main cast. So when they set up Woody Harrelson being like, oh, I'll have to make sure I survive later. And then the whole slow-mo him running towards the hook thing, I was like, so are they gonna kill him? Or is he gonna live through this? Or... And I wasn't really quite sure, so I liked that I wasn't really sure where it was going with that plot-wise. Yeah, there were, like, some clever moments. Yeah, I think that's it. So now I'll give it my rating out of 10. I give it an 8.25 out of 10. Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I don't know what I'd give the first Zombieland movie. I'd have to think about that one. I hadn't seen the first Zombieland movie in a while. I'd probably give the first Zombieland movie, like, somewhere in between an 8 and, like, a 9. I don't know. I hadn't seen it recently enough to know, but if I had to guess, I'd probably guess 8.5. But like I said, I hadn't seen it recently enough, so I don't know. So, for longtime Zombieland fans, is it good enough? I don't know. Uh, no, wait, is it as good as the original? I don't know. Is it worth watching? I'd say so for sure. So yeah, I'd recommend checking it out. Thank you for watching the review.